All right. Well, welcome to episode 5 of the Bash Bros podcast. I'm starting it off today because I feel like Devon has a tangent he wants to go on. So, to start it off real quick, I'm Nick Pastorello. With me as always is my Bash Bro, Devon. So,
What's up?
All right, Dev, what you got, man? The floor is yours.
Dude, I've been ever since I saw this. I've been waiting to address this on the podcast. It's been biting at me, and I'm really fucking pissed. So, I have a message for Patrick Mahomes. Come and get your dipshit of a fucking brother and your wife or fiance, whatever. What the fuck? When do you think it's okay to dance on the logo of Sean Taylor when they're trying to retire his number during the game?
Wait, okay.
You fucking.
I'm sorry, real quick. Before the podcast started, you said that I would know what was going on. I have no idea what's going on. Can you please give me some backstory?
This motherfucker. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but Patrick Mahomes' brother, and I think it's his fiance. I don't know if they're married yet. Are they married? I don't know. But anyway, they've been causing trouble for weeks.
Uh-oh.
They travel with, they go to all Mahomes' games, I'm pretty sure. They've been known to get into verbal, fights with fans and whatnot. And Jackson Mahomes is Patrick's brother. And he has kind of started to take a Juju Smith-Schuster approach and make TikToks on the field. And he just does TikToks of him dancing on the field and on the sidelines and shit like that. Well, on Sunday, they had Sean Taylor's number spray painted on the field, or not, like on the sideline, and blocked off, right? Mm-hmm. Jackson Mahomes climbs over the railing and records a TikTok video standing on Sean Taylor's number dancing.
Oh.
And then Jackson Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes' I'm just going to say wife. I think they're married. His wife and Travis Kelce's girlfriend started posing for pictures on the number, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The pictures were deleted off of Instagram, but I'm more pissed off about Jackson and his dancing.
Right. Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed too.
It's
there's
Sean Taylor, dude. The man was fucking murdered at 24 years old. And you think it's okay to record a TikTok video dancing on his fucking number spray painted on the sideline? What goes through your head that makes you think that is okay? It is fucking ridiculous. If I'm Patrick Mahomes, like, you gotta talk to your brother and be like, dude, you gotta cut this shit out. Like, you're tarnishing a legacy. Like, I get if it was kind of like, you have a beef with the guy and, you're trying to, make a rivalry or whatever. But Sean Taylor was murdered. 24 years old, dude.
Right.
What makes you think that's okay?
At that point, if I'm Patrick Mahomes, I'm saying none of you are coming to my games ever again because you do not know how to conduct yourselves in public.
And then, after receiving so much backlash from the NFL, Jackson Mahomes apologizes. Says he never meant to offend or hurt anybody. Dude, bullshit. You can take that apology and shove it up your ass.
Apparently, it was not only Mahomes' fiance, by the way.
Okay.
I just looked it up. Fiance Brittany Jackson, but it was also Travis Kelce's girlfriend.
Yes,
as well.
Yes, they posted pictures, but I'm more angry about the dancing and the TikTok. That's fucked up.
No,
If you
yeah.
want to post a picture, take a picture with the logo, whatever, but don't step over the railing. You know what I mean? If you want to post a picture, maybe little heartfelt message, I get it. But Jackson Mahomes took it way too far. Way, 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 way too far. And he's never, ever going to live it down. And nobody is ever going to accept that apology because it is just such a bullshit apology.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if a player was murdered or just retired or whatever the case may be. That's just a respect thing. I mean, it's also a superstition thing that's like you never touch any logo, right? Like if you watch like a hockey players in a locker room going to the ice, they never touch the logo that's on the middle of the ground. Like I remember when Justin Bieber went to, I think it was after the 2013 Cup that the Hawks won. He was in their locker room taking a picture with the cup that was on the logo, and he like stepped on the logo, and everyone ripped into him about it. It's just a respect thing, and especially the circumstances that has happened with Sean Taylor. You don't fucking do that. It's roped off for a fucking reason. And Jackson, I'm reading a little bit of his apology, quote unquote. He says, and I quote, "I want to sincerely apologize for accidentally being on the Sean Taylor number 21 at FedEx Field. We were directed to stand in that area, and I meant absolutely no disrespect to him or his family."
Accidentally, my ass, bro. You walked over. It was like sanctioned off, like little low chain railing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like you had to step over that to be on the logo. You didn't accidentally step on the fucking logo, dude. That is such a bullshit apology.
I also don't believe that they were directed to stand over there either.
They could have been told to stand over there, but not someone.
They could have been told to stand on the other side of the railing.
Yeah, they weren't told, "Hey, go stand on the logo. Go walk over the railing and stand on the logo." No. And then I believe, just to stay in the family, Patrick Mahomes' mom takes to Twitter to argue a interception, saying that the NFL should change its interception rules.
Oh my god!
Look, Patrick Mahomes.
Family.
Look, you need to go talk to my man Aaron Rodgers about how to deal with your family in football because
just cut him off.
Exactly, just fucking cut him off, bro. It's worked wonders for Aaron Rodgers. It can work wonders for you.
You know how much money you would save at Christmas? Oh god, it'd be fucking amazing.
But yeah, dude, like that, it really pissed me off. Really rubbed me the wrong way. It's disrespectful. It's insulting. It's immature. I can go on and on and on about things that it is, but I don't believe the apology at all. I don't accept it. I don't forgive you. If I don't know if it's already happened, but if I'm the Washington football team, I ban him from my stadium.
Listen,
I believe all NFL stadiums should ban Jackson Mahomes from the stadium because he starts nothing but trouble.
Yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't say all ban him. See, that's like the shitty part. It's like, oh, I wouldn't say all stadiums ban him from being there, but also it's like the dude's dead and you fucked with this memorial and you fucked with the ceremony. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to side with you on that one. I think that all 32 teams should ban him from their stadium.
There's no...
If I'm the Chiefs, I would ban them from any fucking stadium.
If I'm the Chiefs, I'm going to Patrick Mahomes and saying, you need to get your brother under control. And your fiance. And while you're at it, keep your mom off Twitter.
Right, exactly. You know, there's nothing worse than seeing, like, families of an athlete fucking up that athlete's future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, there's nothing really that the Chiefs could do to Mahomes per se because of that massive contract that he signed, 2 years ago? Because at that point, you're facing cap penalties and all that shit. So.
No, they're not going to do anything, but they need to pull him aside and have a serious conversation.
Absolutely.
Because while he's not a part of the team, he represents the face of the franchise.
Right.
So that represents the team. So in a way, he represents the team, just being Patrick Mahomes' brother. So you need to, condone yourself accordingly.
Right.
And he's not.
I agree.
All he's doing is doing stupid-ass TikTok dances, trying to get followers, trying to live off of his brother's fame, because you're too much of a jackass piece of shit to do anything with your life.
You tell him, Devin.
Dude, like I kid you, I kid you not. I've been heated ever since I saw it, dude. I've been waiting to talk about this.
Well, no better place than here. No better time than now.
Now I got that off my chest.
We can talk about stuff that's gonna make you happy if you want.
It irks me so much, and I know what you're gonna talk about, and I guess we can start there, but I guess we can start on like Thursday Night Football and make our way down.
I mean, we can talk about Thursday Night Football. I mean, it was the Bucks and Eagles, so it's like.
But Philly made it a game.
Yeah, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. Was like, did anyone really expect it was going to be a 6-point difference?
Oh, the sports books did, because I believe it was Tampa favored by 6.5.
Really?
And and the Bucks kneel the ball to win the game on like Philly's 10-yard line when you could have easily scored and covered. I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of messed up tickets.
Great teams win, or
when
good
that
teams
happened,
win,
but,
great teams cover.
But the sports book saw it happening because they nailed it right on the fucking head.
Right. Yeah, I just like I didn't really get a chance. I was working that night, so I didn't really get a chance to watch that game fully. I caught, I think, the first quarter or the first half. I don't exactly remember, but let's see what we got here. Why does Tampa throw the ball so much?
Because Tom Brady's your quarterback. Why is the sky blue? Next question.
All right, that's fair. I guess I get it. But I mean, like, you have Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones in your backfield that just run for fucking days.
I don't trust Leonard Fournette.
He had 2 touchdowns last night.
I know, but like,
he had 81 yards. Like,
I don't know. It's just me. Like, I don't see him as the guy, as the running back, I don't trust him. And I don't know why. I can't explain it. I just don't trust him.
I get it. I mean, you look at your top receivers, which was, Antonio Brown with 9 catches for 93 yards and a touchdown. But you also had Leonard Fournette with 22 carries, 81 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So it was like, your run game isn't bad, per se. But, I don't know. Again, it goes back to the whole, Tom Brady's your quarterback, so you might as well fucking utilize it while you can.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was Thursday.
Yeah, 6-point fucking game. I mean, honestly, I fucking expected the Bucks to rout them.
Me too.
I don't know what the fucking... Like, I saw that score, and I was like, okay, I guess. I mean...
Antonio Brown looking like himself.
Antonio Brown looks like he has not skipped a fucking beat. And I'm here for it, honestly.
Yeah. Now that he's finally got some chemistry with the Bucks, he's got like a season under his belt. He feels like he fits in. He belongs. He's staying out of the headlines, which is really, really important for him to continue his career. He needs to definitely stay out of the headlines and just kind of just play ball, dude. Yeah. And get some rings, because this is the best opportunity in your career that you're gonna have.
He was on the Bucks last year, right?
Yeah, he was. He got a ring. Okay, so but I'm saying this is his
a full season. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
So
the fucking
there was a football. There was a football game in London.
Where he took the words right out of my mouth.
There was a football game in London.
We're sorry, London. For sending the Dolphins and the Jaguars.
Well, look, we always send the Jags to London. I feel like if London were to get any team,
They have
Like
a following out there now.
the Jags would honestly like move to London and be successful. Like not record wise, but fan base wise, because they're out there every year since I can remember. Since they started going out there, I think the Jags have been going to London almost regularly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just like another home game to them. But I wasn't gonna wake up at 6:30 in the morning and watch this game.
No, I woke up at I think 8, and I watched the rest of it. I was like, I'm not gonna sit. No, I'm not gonna sit there for Miami and Jacksonville, the battle of 1-4 and 0-4.
From the highlights that I did look at, Tua is back. Tua actually had a decent game, dude. Actually had a decent game.
33 for 47, 329 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. I mean,
For your first game back, I think it was great.
I want to say Jacoby Brissett had 1 completion for 25 yards, so that's really fucking good.
Attaboy, Jacoby. You are the backbone.
The backbone.
Because Tua might need a new one.
Right. No, I mean, I came down to a clutch field goal, I think, with a minute and a half left, I believe.
No, I believe it was as time expired.
No, you're right. You're right.
They hit a full. They hit a field goal to tie it with about a minute and something left.
Yeah,
and then they got the ball back, and then But damn, they celebrated like they won the goddamn Super Bowl.
I mean, they basically did. They snapped a 20-game losing streak.
Oof.
So stemming from last year, they were until. Okay, we'll call it Saturday because they won on Sunday. So until Saturday, they were 0-20. So this was the first game that they won in 20 games, 20 weeks, technically, ish. So that's big for them. So I would celebrate the exact same way.
Pop the bottles.
Right. I know exactly. That was a clutch 50-yard field goal from Wright to win it. I think there was 1 second left, I believe. You're right. I knew it was a walk-off. I just didn't remember.
Yeah.
Because they hit 2 field goals in the fourth quarter, and I couldn't remember if they won with the minute and a half or tied with the minute and a half left. I couldn't remember. Because I think I was doing laundry, and I texted you, and I was like, clutch.
You do laundry at 8:30 in the morning? What the hell is wrong with you?
Okay, so
what is wrong with you?
My days off are Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Monday, my band practices. Tuesday, you and I usually record. So Sunday, I have all day to watch football and do laundry.
At 8:30 in the morning, my God! I woke up at 9.
I
woke up at 9:30 and caught the freaking field goal to win the game, and I was like, okay.
My dude, I wake up at 7:30 on Sundays.
Lordy. Okay.
I just forgot that there was a game playing in London.
Attention, Kmart shoppers! I am doing a podcast with a psycho. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna
do? Yeah. So, is there a game in London next week, or is that just 2 games and they're done?
Let me check. I got the NFL app open right now, so I will check. Oh, that said PM. It said 6:20, and then I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I don't believe that there is one. I'm looking myself. I don't think
11,
that there is
11, 1, 1, 1. Oh, my iPad is still in Mountain Time from when I was in Colorado.
Yeah, there's not.
It has not gone back to Pacific Time.
London, you got your 2 games. Pony up some dough and get a team out there.
I mean, not a bad way to end it with a walk-off field goal with basically your home team. So.
Not at all. I mean, hey, basically, both games that you had out there were competitive. So that's all you can really ask for is a competitive game down in London, or I should say up in London, not down. But
real quick, the Braves just tied it. It's 2-2 in the 4th inning.
Oh yeah.
Throw that one out there real quick as just a little footnote.
Go Braves!
What the fuck is happening with Taylor Heineke? Is he okay? Is he dying? What's happening?
Oh man, the Heineken.
It's going a little flat.
It's tasting a little. You took the words out of my mouth. It's tasting a little flat. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, he didn't have exactly a world-beating day, but it wasn't a bad day by any means. He went 24 for 39, 182 yards, touchdown and a pick. But
I mean,
fucking Mahomes had 2 touchdowns and 2 picks, so it was like,
I expected more out of Heineke. I did with the horrible Chiefs defense and secondary, but it looks like they may have gotten just bitched out and got their shit together. Either that or
Yeah.
Heineke just had an off day. I mean, I could chalk it up for either.
I don't know, man, because we tried to we said that last week too, where we just chalked it up to a bad day. I mean, you want to, like we said before, the NFC East is a winnable division for any team that's in there. Although I will say right now, the Cowboys are kind of trying to walk away from it right now.
Oh my God, they're running away with it.
Oh my God, they look so good right now. We'll talk about that later, but but Washington still can compete. Like that's the thing, especially because you got Heineke as just kind of lighten it up the past couple of weeks. Their record does not reflect on how well that Taylor Heineke has done.
Yeah, I mean, I have all the hope and faith in the world in Taylor Heineke, but he's at the point now to where he's kind of just showing that he's just another guy.
I'm still gonna ride the Heineken train till the wheels fall off, my man.
I agree, but if I'm Washington now, maybe I'm probably in the market for a quarterback.
Now that you say that, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first close to prediction being coming true. Last week, Devin had made mention that if you are Seattle, you should call Cam Newton.
Ring, 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 ring.
And Devin, what did you send me yesterday?
That Pete Carroll has reached out to Cam Newton.
That's going to be huge.
Don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Hold on, it's not official yet, but
It's not.
The fact that
I believe that
just tells me Pete Carroll listens to our podcast.
Shout out PD. I believe that they're probably waiting on another update about Russell Wilson before they go and sign Cam Newton. Geno Smith proved that he can't be the guy to carry the Seahawks and keep them competitive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that game, but
I didn't know. That was Sunday, right?
Yeah.
I was at a wedding on Sunday, so unfortunately I wasn't really able to watch any.
Look, you lose by 3 in OT. You keep your team in the game almost the entire time until a certain man named TJ Watt decided to crank it up a little bit.
He said, "You're nuts."
Not only did I think he sacked him like twice in overtime, he also got the sack fumble to set up Chris Boswell for the field goal. Geno Smith made a horrible decision, and TJ Watt he capitalized on that play. He went for the ball, not the sack. That's it, JJ? Okay, TJ Watt. TJ Watt went for the ball like he's supposed to. He didn't go for the sack. They got it. They recovered it. They took one play to center the ball for like a quick kneel down to center the ball for Boswell. They didn't even want to try to score a touchdown. They're like, just kick the field goal.
Wait, hold on.
We're done.
Hold on, real quick. We're talking about Geno Smith, right? We're talking about the Seahawks?
Yes.
They played the Rams, dude.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. They played the Rams. No, they didn't.
What are you talking about, bro? The Seahawks played the fucking Steelers.
I was on the wrong.
What
week.
the fuck are you smoking?
I was on the wrong week. I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait, hold on, something's wrong here. Something's wrong.
You're making me do a double take. Like, am I fucking on drugs? Like, what?
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Oh, I sat there and I was like, I'm racking my brain. I'm like, TJ Watt didn't get traded. What are you talking about? Continue. My apologies. I'm an idiot.
Where was I?
You were talking about TJ Watt wiping his nuts.
Yeah.
On Geno's face.
Yeah. Geno Smith's just not the guy. He proved it. Even
Look,
against
we
an
all knew.
old.
Everyone knew.
Well, look, he
not like-
had the best chance to come in and do his thing, and just try to take like the Steelers are beatable. Big Ben is not what he
Yeah.
used to be.
no
I don't
Juju.
care who you play. The Steelers are beatable, no matter who you are. You could be the Lions and you could beat the Steelers, okay?
Well,
or at least
well.
be in it. You could be in it.
Well,
For sake of argument, you could be in it.
well.
But he just proved that he can't be the guy in clutch time. So if I'm Pete Carroll, I'm checking in on Russ. I'm seeing where the timetable's at. Is it 4 weeks? Is it 6 weeks?
Well,
And I base my decision off of calling Cam Newton right there because that division's tough. They're running away. You got the Rams 5-1 and the Cardinals 6-0. If you're trying to compete for a wild card spot, you better kick it into gear because the NFC is stacked.
That's exactly that's what I said last week, I believe. But I was like, look, if you want to compete, you got to make that call like yesterday. Okay, so you got to make that call to Cam. You need to get him out to Seattle, and get him training and get him ready. Start stitching his fucking jersey, because that's your guy until Russ comes back. Because he fits that scheme so nicely.
Like I said last week.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I was saying I agreed with you, you shithead. Look, Geno Smith proved even when he came in when Russ got hurt, he proved that he's not the guy. Okay, he proved that he's like he might be able to keep you in it if your defense can keep you in it type shit. So he was never the guy in my book. He was just a guy. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of like, okay, we're gonna try to compete the best that we can. Until Russ comes back, until we see what that timetable is, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. By 4 weeks right now, dude, we'll be in week 8. No, that's double digits.
Try
12.
again.
We'll be in week 12. I probably still got that wrong.
We're going into week 7. So
Whatever. I don't do math.
Carry the 2, divide the 3.
It just can't be done. It just can't be done. But by that time, you might already kind of be out of that playoff picture. So why not take the chance on Cam right now? Because he did have a training camp. He did have a preseason. The only downside is he sat for 6 weeks. But you honestly think that he's not working? You know what I mean? You don't think he's working out. He's trying to still get ready just in case someone comes calling. Nah, he'll be ready. I think that's your best bet if you want to try to compete right now. You're not going to be a division winner by any means. It's not happening.
You're now with the Cardinals going all ham.
No.
You got to throw that out the window. You're not winning that division. You need to just come to reality on that and go for your wild card spot.
Just be a wild card and try to shock the world. Because at that point, if you're gunning for a wild card and you kind of have that locked up, by that point Russ will be back. And you can use it as a like what we talked about last week, Taysom Hill situation where you now have a quarterback that can double as a fucking little receiver, running back, or whatever.
Exactly. But yeah, that's how.
Braves are up 4-2, by the way. Just wanted to.
Go Braves!
Go Braves!
So.
Fuck.
Where do you want to go next? There was.
You know what? I want to talk about the Lions. I really want to talk about the Lions real quick.
Who?
Exactly. Who is she? So it is really depressing that we're about to really see an 0-17 team this year.
They're gonna hold the record. They're gonna have an 0-16 and an 0-17. Like, touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let's look at it this way too. It's not like their schedule gets any easier.
Not at all.
You're at the Rams.
Loss.
Week 7. That's immediate loss. You're playing the Eagles in Detroit. That could be a toss-up.
You could be in it, but
I don't see it.
Loss.
Okay, now you're at the Steelers again.
Loss.
At the Browns.
This
Double
work is
loss.
interesting because if they're healthy, that's the thing. The Browns got banged up, dude. Browns are banged up.
The Browns got banged up, but even when the Browns were banged up, they fucking Myles Garrett put his nuts all over Justin Fields' face week 3. Okay.
No,
So
but I
it's-
mean, like, dude, like Baker is hurt. Nick Chubb is hurt. Kareem Hunt got carted off the field. OBJ hurt his shoulder again. Like, they're banged up. So you got to see how they even play next week.
right, but I wouldn't even think that the Lions still were going to win that game. It might be a field goal. It might be a last-second walk-off
You
field
never
goal for the
know.
Browns, but it's, I don't see them going. But after the Browns, they played the Bears, and I
That's
don't
a
see
loss.
them beating. I don't see them beating the Bears.
Yeah.
Being totally honest, like we already played them once, and I believe we won by a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. But it was bad. Their offensive line could not hold Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack together. Like that wasn't happening. Then they played the Vikings at home.
That's a loss.
They play the Broncos
That's a
in
loss.
Denver. They play the Cards
Look,
in Detroit.
save yourself the time on that and just don't even show up.
Exactly. Then they're at the Falcons.
They got a shot on that one.
They might have a shot on that one.
Reason
They would have a
being
shot at the Browns.
is if the Falcons are not in it, which they're not going to be, let's be real. I could see the Falcons maybe trying to evaluate the future on maybe a backup quarterback and put Matt Ryan over on the bench.
Where even are the Falcons
So
right now?
that might be your best shot at going 1-16. That's your best case scenario is 1-16, by the way.
Yeah, there's.
And then
you play the Seahawks.
Yep, Seahawks
in
loss.
Seattle. That's a loss, even
Yep.
with Cam Newton or Geno Smith. It don't fucking matter.
Yep.
And then you end out the game against the Packers. Which,
That's a
if
loss,
the Packers are going
yeah.
the way that even if the Packers are going the way that they are going, they're going to rest a lot of their starters because they've already got the division locked up. Let's be honest, they've had the division locked up ever since.
I'd be excited to see Jordan Love again.
Yeah, like you're probably going to rest Aaron Rodgers for the playoffs at that point.
Yep.
And so you're going to have starters, or you're going to have secondaries, I mean. So that might be your best bet to win, maybe, playing secondary? I don't know.
Best case scenario, if things go your way, you win 2 games.
2-15.
That's the best
2-15
case.
on a best hair day. All right, like you're not gonna win more than 3 games this year. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
I really feel for who's their head coach, Dan Campbell, I think is their head coach name.
Yeah.
I believe. I really feel bad for him. I really do. And I said this last week too, or the week prior, but that was after they lost to their second walk-off field goal.
He cried.
Motherfucker was in tears.
Do you?
Like, he cares for that fucking team.
This is me poking the bear a little bit and maybe just starting some controversy. Do you think he did that on purpose to save his job? To just kind of put on an act of how invested he thinks to show that he is invested so he doesn't get fired?
I don't think so.
I mean, dude, if you go 0-17, I don't care who you are. You're fired.
Oh, 100%.
Like-
I don't think that it was I don't think it was a play because look, if we know that even if you go 0-17, you're going to lose your job, don't you think he would already know? Don't you think that there was already maybe conversation with the owners that was saying, or the GM or whatever, that saying like, if you go 0-17, you're out of here, especially because you're 0-6 right now. So I think a lot of it had to do with just a culmination of emotions. Like, fuck, I'm 0-6. Fuck, I'm going to lose my job. Fuck, it was 2 weeks in a row of losing to walk-off field goals. And I think it was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back on it. But I don't think that it was kind of just like a crying for the camera type thing. I really don't.
Okay, I mean, that's just me kind of poking the bear a little bit.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's definitely like I wouldn't put it past Matt Nagy to fucking start crying, but but to me, that was just pure raw emotion and frustration just coming out in the media right after coming out during a presser after a tough loss.
Okay.
So that's what I think it is. But you're not winning more than 3 games.
2. More than 2 games.
Right. I'll give 2. like a best fucking case scenario, you're winning 2 games, and that'll be against the Falcons that are tanking for a quarterback, and the Packers that are resting all their starters because they're 15-1 at that point.
Yeah. I still think that they're going to go 0-17. That's just even against replacements.
You want to put a bet on it?
I won't put a bet on 0-17. But I will put a bet.
You were so confident.
Hang on. Let me finish. I will put a bet on them only winning 1 game. Because I look, shit happens.
I'll put a bet on over 1.
Okay. So I got 1 under. You got 1 over.
Yeah.
Okay.
$5.
Sure, $5.
All right, $5.
All right. Look at us gambling. Look at us. Look at us.
But actually, fun fact: this is the first time I have bet on sports since 2018.
LOL.
Anything you want to talk about? Because I know that you also have notes.
I mean, Cardinals are looking fantastic.
Oh my God! What a fucking statement win. That was a statement win, dude.
They're stacked, and they went out and got Zach Ertz.
That's fucking huge,
dude.
That was huge.
Stacked, man. Even with your coach not being on the sideline because he tested positive for the coronavirus, and you still come out and, okay, granted, Baker Mayfield didn't finish the game. Kareem Hunt got carted off the field. Still, even in the early parts of the game, the Cardinals were just whomping. Look out, because the Cardinals are going to be there at the end of the day. And it's going to be really scary because I just don't see.
Baker come out?
It was, I think in the third quarter. He went out and then he came back and gave it a shot, and he's like, "No, I can't do it." So
okay, even
he
if
was actually,
even if it was,
I believe he was in a sling during his media post game.
Okay, so even if it was in the third quarter, the Cardinals scored 7 in the first and 16 in the second.
That's what I'm saying. Like
right,
they were still
like,
whomping.
You can't necessarily sit there and be like, "Oh well, Baker didn't start this, that, or Baker didn't finish the game, but this and that, and da da da." It's like, okay, but Kyler Murray still went the fuck off. He had 230 yards, only missed 10 passes with 4 touchdowns. Like, that's fucking huge. That's a great fucking game right there.
Yeah, look out, because they're going to be there at the end of the day. And it's going to be really, really entertaining to watch the NFC playoff picture and how it breaks down. Because there's so many good teams that could end up winning the NFC. The Bucks, the Cardinals, the Rams, the Packers, the Cowboys. They're like, dude, it's stacked.
I wouldn't say the Cowboys.
Okay, but like looking at them right now, dude, they're fucking 5-1. Dak Prescott threw for fucking almost 500 yards last week.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not
445.
I'm not saying anything against anything against Dak. I'm just saying it's still the fucking Cowboys.
Now, if you were to put the Cowboys up against the Bucks, the Cardinals, the Rams, the Packers, I think they lose most of those games.
Right. I mean, you also have to think, too, your defense gave up 29 points against the Patriots, who is having almost like identity crisis with their fucking starting quarterback. So it's...
I'm just saying, though, shit happens. There's a possibility that they could always advance. NFC is going to be very interesting to watch, and I am here for it. I hope the Packers come out on top, me just being biased.
Shocker.
But honestly, if you had to tell me, if you looked me in the eyes right now and said, who plays in the NFC Championship, I got the Bucks and the Cardinals, dude.
I want to agree with you, but I need to see a playoff bracket first.
I don't care about a playoff bracket. Like I don't.
I
You
do,
have
because
to.
if the Cards play the Packers first game, there's no way the Cardinals come out alive.
Well, while I agree with that, I'm just saying right now, I'm just picking the two best teams out of the NFC. I'm not talking about like where bracketology lines up here. I'm just picking my best two NFC teams right now, which is the Bucks and the Cardinals.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Like, that's definitely still a possibility. Like, the possibility of the Bucks going back to back Super Bowl champions right now is about the same as the Lions winning one game this year. So it's fucking doable, and it's looking more and more prevalent every fucking day. But like I said, I have to see a bracket before I can even start talking about playoffs. And granted, we're still in single digit weeks right now, so it's a lot could fucking happen. There's still an opportunity for the Cardinals to go 6-11. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's gonna take a lot, but it's definitely still doable. But I need to start seeing. I need to see a fucking bracket first, because look, of course I'm a Bears fan. Of course I fucking hate Aaron Rodgers. Of course I fucking hate the Packers. But at the end of the day, look, I'm a football fan. So if everyone knows that Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are complete other fucking worldly animals in the playoffs. Granted, they can't get out of an NFC championship with a win.
God, not even if we got fucking paid for it, man.
Exactly.
Oh, man. 4 trips in the past 6 years, and yeah.
Yeah, but it
hurts.
That those first, if they are a wild card seed, those first 3 games, or those first 2 games, I mean, I'm sorry, they're going to rout every fucking team they play. You know, so if they play the Cardinals in the first round, it's if they somehow need to play the Cardinals in a wild card spot.
But that's gotta require the Cardinals to
a lot of things have to happen.
To lose probably 3 or 4 games. Because right now they're on the one-man train to fucking the first round bye.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, okay, so let's put it this way. Now you're in the divisional game, right? Okay, I don't know why I was talking about wild card, because I obviously, you're 100% right. You're riding the train to the first round bye. All right, let's talk about the divisional game then. Say it's Cards and Packers.
Okay.
Cardinals aren't winning that fucking game. There's no way. There's no way.
Honestly, I think it would be a really, really tough game, because that game would be in Arizona, and our defense is just not there right now. Yes, we're 5-1, but our defense worries me. And
your defense is just banged up right now. But now you have to also look at it this way. Kyler Murray has his legs, AJ Green. Now he has Zach Ertz, but he also has D-Hop. Okay,
that's what worries me.
Okay, but you're not looking at this the way that I think that you should be looking at this. All right, you had Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Alan Lazard, Mercedes Lewis, Amari Rodgers, Robert Tonyan, and Josiah Dingura. How do you say that last name?
It'll be a shootout. 100%.
No, my thing is, like, the first touchdown of the game against the Bears and Packers was Alan Lazard that no one fucking thought of. Okay, everyone's sitting there and says, like, you need to watch out for Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams in the red zone, but no one had any idea that Alan Lazard was going to score the first touchdown.
That was such a beautiful play.
A little fucking shovel pass on the 1 yard line. Play. It was a sick play. Don't get me wrong, but aside from AJ Green, Zach Ertz, and DeAndre Hopkins, who the fuck do the Cardinals have that's going to pose a threat?
They got some young guns, man. I don't know. All I'm saying is, when it comes to the playoffs and the Packers, our defense just never wants to play. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I get it. Like, your playoff record speaks for itself, all right? I 100% get it. And believe me, I'm not trying to make this a dig at the Packers by any means, okay? Because who the fuck am I, being a Bears fan, have any room to dig at any fucking team right now?
And Aaron Rodgers owns you.
still owns us. It's his entire fucking career, okay? I will be the first rational Bears fan to fucking admit it, okay? He does own the Bears. He will forever own the Bears until next year when he finally fucking retires and Jordan Love takes over. And then it's fucking
How
Chicago
mad
Nation.
would you be if Jordan Love ends up being like a fucking star?
It wouldn't be surprising. I would honestly look at it the same way that I looked at the Packers and Bears game. Zero expectations. Was I fucking irritated that the Bears lost to the Packers in a very winnable game? Absolutely. But I would look at it with just like, yep, all right, well, the Packers obviously know how to fucking develop a quarterback. Something that the Bears will not do cannot do to save their fucking life.
I agree. I I feel like I needed to give you a couple seconds there to
Look, I mean,
get back with yourself, but I don't know, dude. The game was winnable for the Bears, but the problem is you just gave the Packers too many opportunities to get comfortable. And once we got comfortable and started rolling, it was a wrap.
Okay, you're gonna make me say it. Oh, I'll say it. That was probably the worst officiating I've ever seen in a fucking game. Look, you got to put your bias aside and got to understand that was some bullshit officiating, dude.
I do not agree with that.
Okay,
and keep in mind. Hang on.
Let's break it down. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. It seems like you have a whole list of every flag thrown in that game, so let's hear it.
No, I have a whole list of missed flags, man. And like I said, it goes both ways, but the Bears got fucked, man. Okay, so what was it? Was it the Mario Edwards penalty? I believe it was, where he sacked Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers pulls on his fucking face mask. Mario Edwards points at him and gets a fucking taunting penalty, which is absolute dog shit. That penalty needs to go very far away. It needs to be shot into the sun.
Yeah, okay? I agree. I hate taunting penalties.
Taunting penalties are like the weakest shit ever.
Yeah.
But
that's just the ref being petty.
Now, granted, yeah, he's touching his baby Aaron Rodgers. How dare he? Anyway, so I can feel the eyes through the computer screen. Mario Edwards, in the past couple of weeks, has shot himself and the Bears in the foot for the past, 2 weeks now. Okay, it's just bullshit fucking 15-yard penalties that should not happen and leads to massive streaks of momentum on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had the one that you, like...
Look, Khalil Herbert coming out as a rookie running back now gets the full start because Damian Williams is on the COVID-19 protocol list.
And then he has
he comes out... Huh?
He had a touchdown taken back due to a holding call.
Yeah, but then next play, Darnell Mooney catches it in the end zone, so it wasn't like a total loss. If we had to settle for a field goal on that, I would have been like, that was the weakest holding, because it was a weak holding call.
Still holding.
No, I get it. Trust me, if I was in the same boat, I'd been like, that's still fucking holding. Duh. No, I would be in the same boat, but yeah, he would have had 2 touchdowns that game. The first fucking drive that the Bears had ends in a touchdown and continued that streak of 13 total opponent offenses that scored on a red zone, I believe.
Wasn't sure.
Okay, because I think I thought I read that on a graphic or something like that. But okay, so we had the the false start call, or the neutral zone infraction call, that was missed on the Packers. Justin Fields thought it was a free play and hoofed it down.
Oh my God, that was brutal. But that's a rookie mistake on his part, though.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Look. You
can.
I'm not saying that it wasn't a missed call, but I'm saying you can't rely on the ref to throw the flag.
No.
To
Absolutely
be able to heave it downfield like that. You still have to make a smart play, flag or not, okay? You don't see Aaron Rodgers doing that shit when he gets a free play, right? You gotta make sure that
a couple
maybe you know make sure that you can see the flag being thrown, but you cannot rely on it being thrown. Because you Hail Married it to fucking Narnia, bro. It wasn't even a catchable ball. You just like yeet. And that's a straight rookie mistake, and that the Packers ended up capitalizing on. So, missed call or not, bad officiating or not, you still can't make that type of play.
Okay, but I'm gotta throw this at you. Missed call or not, that was still a jump.
Like I said, we can sit here all day and say it was or was not a missed call, but at the end of the day, Justin Fields still made a bad play.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying anything like Nick. I'm not saying like Justin Fields is God. How dare you? No, I'm saying like no. I agree. That was a bad play. Both of those heaves to fucking Narnia were bad plays. You know, you also had Justin Fields missing Allen Robinson in stride down the middle of the field, wide open. That would have been a touchdown if Justin read it properly. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sitting here. I'm clearly not in NFL shape by any means, especially to be in a quarterback to make those kind of reads. But I understand why he missed Allen Robinson, and it was because our offensive line is still dog shit, and there's no protection. So you got to get rid of that ball quick enough. Like you can't sit there for 15 seconds and see a fucking receiver down the field and be like, all right, I'm gonna wait for him to get a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to get a little bit longer. All right, cool. Here's a 40-yard bomb for a touchdown. You know what I mean? So, but God damn it. It was a winnable game that should have been won. That there were way too many
I feel
mistakes.
like any game where you can hold Aaron Rodgers under 200 yards passing is a winnable game. And
I don't necessarily agree with the whole under 200 yards. He was at 195. Okay, I consider that
still held him under 200 yards.
Still almost 200 yards.
You still managed to get and sack him a couple times.
I think it was 3 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 3 times.
Good news is on the Packers offensive line front, David Bakhtiari is back at practice after tearing his ACL last year. So cannot wait to get him back, dude. He's my favorite lineman of all time. I love seeing him at Milwaukee Bucks games, just chugging beers. He is
like that little bitch Aaron Rodgers,
dude. When it comes to chugging beers, yes. Oh my god! But anyway. You will never seize an opportunity to call Aaron Rodgers a bitch in any shape or form. But he still owns Chicago.
I will be the first to admit that was a cold, cold moment. And I was low-key here for it.
But do you know why he did it?
Yeah, okay, so I read that he was like, oh, well, I looked up and there was a lady giving me the finger.
The double bird. Looking at the picture.
Look at the picture.
Yeah, it looked like the entire fucking stadium giving him the bird, bro.
50 people flipping him off. Like, what the fuck?
I'd have said the same shit too.
Honestly, I would have done the same shit if I was sitting in those seats. That's not Aaron Rodgers running for a touchdown. You bet your fucking ass I'm flipping his shit on. Okay? That's just rivalry. That's just the way it is. I mean, I listen to a lot of Bears podcasts. Especially like one of my favorites. I want to shout them out right now. They're called Bears on Tap. If there are any Bears fans listening to this other than myself. But they always come out with a pregame, and then immediately after the game, they come out with a postgame. And like listening to their pregame was just got me so revved up because I'm just like, yes, fuck yeah, it's Packer week. Fuck the Packers. Fuck Aaron Rodgers and his no relationship with his family bullshit. Like, it's like...
Take note, Patty. Take note.
But that was such a winnable game. And like I said, like I would do the same thing if I was sitting in those seats and Aaron Rodgers scored a fucking touchdown on me. A rushing touchdown on us. I would have done the same shit. You would have seen my fat ass sitting there just double bird and screaming, "Fuck you! Go call your mom!" type shit. Like 100%, dude. That's just rivalry. That is what happens when it's the 150th or 100th.
100.
I can't remember. 100th meeting.
I don't know.
1921.
Okay.
Yeah, 1921. My bad. The 100th meeting of the Bears and Packers. Like, that's huge. Like, this is the most historical rivalry in sports history, not just NFL history, sports history. So I definitely thought the Bears were going to come out with a win on that. I'm not going to lie. Just because of your banged up secondary, because of your banged up offensive line, and Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack having seasons to remember right now. And Justin Fields having a little bit more confidence coming on a back-to-back win as the starter of the Bears, and Darnell, him and his connection with Darnell Mooney, and I was like, David Montgomery going out, but the game against the Raiders, you had Damian Williams, and Khalil Herbert taking over running back 1 and 2, and I think they both had a touchdown. Or I know Damian Williams had a touchdown. I can't remember if Khalil did, but he was just running through. He's a north to south runner. He's not an east to west runner. So it was chunk of yards. And then, Damian Williams goes down with COVID-19, and then Khalil Herbert has to step in, and Khalil Herbert had 97 yards, had almost 100 yards rushing on 19 attempts with a touchdown. All right, that's huge. That's great. I went in there. I was like, oh, fucking yeah, we could win this game. It's not going to be a blowout. Like, we might win by a field goal, but we're going to win this game. We're going to be number 1 in the division. It's going to be fucking sick. And now we're staring at 3-3. We're staring at 3rd place in the fucking division, while the Packers are, fucking go figure, 5-1 and just tearing apart the NFL again. So I'm sitting here, and I went into that with expectations, but also with the underlying notion of don't have any expectations because you're going to get your fucking heart broken again. And what fucking happened? My heart got broke.
Yeah.
And Matt Nagy needs to be executed publicly. I cannot stand that fucking guy. I cannot fucking stand him. I cannot wait till the season is over so his ass gets tanked.
All right.
Whew.
For the sake of time, we're going to move on.
Shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
But hats off to the Packers and Aaron Rodgers for making something out of nothing. Honestly, the first was a 3-and-out for the Packers' first possession, and the Bears go and score. I was like, oh, fuck. All right, here we go. This is it. And then Aaron Rodgers takes his dick out. And I was like, oh, fuck. That's it.
Seems to be a trend with Packers quarterbacks there, taking your dick out. Anyway, please tell me you got that reference.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I hate you. All
right. So I went to the store, and I was going to get a carton of milk. And on the carton of milk, it had the Chargers logo on it and said missing. I don't know if you've seen the Chargers at all. I don't. They didn't show up. They didn't show up. Somebody played. I think Bishop Sycamore is just taking calls at this point, and they're just suiting up for whatever team they want, because that was not the Chargers. That was not the Chargers at all.
Oh my God,
that was a bad day by the Chargers. I still believe that the Chargers are a better team than the Ravens, but they came out way too slow. The Ravens capitalized on opportunities, and just it was brutal, dude. It was brutal. You couldn't get anything going. You throw a touchdown to Jared Cook, I believe, in the first quarter to kind of get back into it. But I think at one point they were down 17-0, and so after you score that touchdown with Jared Cook, and then you miss the extra point.
Yeah. Seems to be a running theme in
this year. I was so excited to watch this game and watch the shootout, and it just didn't happen. the Chargers just came out so flat, and I feel like if you let them replay this game, it's a lot better. But the Chargers just dug themselves so deep, like just you couldn't come out of it. There was just no way. And the thing is just looking at all the stats, no one person really stood out. Nobody really came and took over that game. It was just the Chargers had no momentum and they could not get anything going.
You know, it's funny that you brought that up where like no one really stood out. I'm looking at the stats right now. So unfortunately I wasn't able to catch that game. Shocker, go figure. It's like my excuse for every week. But Justin Herbert out threw Lamar Jackson by like 30 yards. Had a touchdown and an interception. And Lamar
Look, the interception
had a touchdown and 2 picks.
Yeah, like the interception with Justin Herbert, it was a tipped ball, not his fault. Still goes against him, but like I said, no one person really stood out. I believe your receiving leader for the game was like what, Mark Andrews, like 68 yards.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, like there was nobody that just took over this game. Right. And yet Baltimore puts up 34 points.
Well, it was from the helps of Le'Veon Bell, Latavius Murray, and Devontae Freeman.
Hey, if this was 2012, that fucking backfield is popping, yo.
We call this the blast from the past backfield.
That shit is popping.
But I mean, there were more rushing yards than there were passing yards in that game for the Ravens. And I just don't understand. Like, you look at these numbers and you're like, oh man, the Chargers fucking ruined them. You know, but it was, oh God, that was an insane, mind-boggling fucking game right there.
Yeah, unfortunately in this game, Justin Herbert looked very much like a second-year quarterback.
Right.
Like I said, I still believe that the Chargers are a better team. And I believe if you can like mulligan this game and let them go again, and I hope to God they meet again, I think it is a lot more of a competitive game. Or at least I hope.
I hope, yeah. 34-6?
Yeah, but the thing is, you went down like 3 scores in the first quarter on the road. Like, they were out of it from the first quarter, dude. So,
I mean, they went down 7-0 in the first quarter. They thought that I guess 10. Yeah, you're right on that.
Yeah, so it's brutal. But the thing is, like I said, there was nobody that took over that game. And the Ravens didn't beat the Chargers. The Chargers beat the Chargers. So, and now, it sucked. Do you think because
that was like what do you think was like the key to the loss for the Chargers then?
I mean, there were a couple of drop passes. There were a few missed routes. There was I believe it was like a 4th and 2, and the Chargers go for it, and Mike Williams runs the total wrong route, and Herbie just yeets it right past him. Wasn't even a catchable ball. So it's just missed opportunities, drop passes. I'm not taking anything from Baltimore. It is difficult to go into Baltimore and win. It is very difficult. Right. Always has been, always will be. I don't care if they're, 0-6 like the Lions. Like, it's still going to be a hard place to go and win. I just think it was too many miscues, too many bad steps. You dug yourself too deep of a hole that you couldn't climb out of. And it snowballed, dude. There were just so many things that went wrong with that game for the Chargers. I think Austin Eckler only had like 8 or 9 yards rushing. Like, okay. What?
I want to point this out real quick. I went into this week fantasy-wise talking the massive amounts of shit because I was playing my wife this week. She ruined me. She pegged me with a 12-inch dildo and no lube whatsoever.
Oof.
I got fucked. She beat me 205 to 147.
Oof.
I told her,
I won
I
this
said,
week.
I told her, I said, I'm not giving you any help. I'm not going to fucking help you one bit. We're playing each other. You can go fuck yourself. Don't even fucking ask me for help. Da da da. My highest scoring player was DeAndre Swift
Oh man.
at
Oh
17.7.
man. I told my
Yeah.
wife I'm done helping her in fantasy because she's undefeated in our league. So,
Oh, yeah. She doesn't need any help.
but I won. I'm 2-4.
I'm four. What am I? I think I'm 3-3.
I'm in a 10-person league, and there's
Yeah.
only 4 people with a positive record. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, same.
But
Like in the quote unquote division that I'm in right now, second place is a 3-way tie at
Jesus.
3-3.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry to go off, but
So,
okay. So the Chargers are on a bye week right now. They play New England next week. So what do you think the key to that game would be? Is it more passing? Is it more rushing? Is it more help with the offensive line with your tight ends? Like what do you think that key would be?
after the game you just had, I feel like just execution, just completing your plays, completing your blocks, completing your passes, just little by little. Don't try to go for the big play. Just go and be the chihuahua to the Patriots and just nip at their heels consistently. And that I feel like would get you in a good position to win that game. So I'm not writing the Patriots off in this game.
No.
And I'm like, I know that's like 2 weeks away, but I wouldn't write off the Patriots in that game. So I feel like you take your bye week, you get some practice in, you go over what went wrong, you address it, and then you come out and not guns blazing. You do not want to come out next week and just try to go for the long ball, make the big plays, and then find yourself down again in a big game. So I say just small plays at a time, focus on execution, and you'll be there in the fourth quarter.
Cool. I can't complain with that.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, just for time's sake, do you got a game of the week?
Well, before we get into our game of the week, there's one more game that I want to talk about.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Last night,
Yep.
the Bills and the Titans. Holy shit, dude. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
Derrick Henry breaking one off, 76 yards.
It's about time that he finds his groove. I know that he's
I believe,
kind of been...
you know what's shocking? And I didn't know, that was a career long for him. 76 yards.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, wow, I thought he would have had something longer. Yeah. Yeah. Derrick Henry looked fantastic. He scored 3 times? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
But there's one play that I want to address, and it was the play that technically ended the game.
Okay.
I think it was 14 or 15 seconds left in the game, and the Bills they're on the 7 or 6 yard line. It's 4th and 1. You're down by 3. Why the hell are you doing a quarterback sneak to get the first down on 4th and 1 when you can kick a field goal, tie it, go into OT, and give yourself a shot at winning this game? Why the hell? What went through your head to make that call for 4th and 1? Why would you go for the first down rather than just tie the game? Are you scared that you're going to give the Titans 10 seconds left to make a play? Are you that, scared? I just don't get what went into that play call. You need to take the field goal and go into OT.
I think it was a matter of... Now, I didn't see that play. But I think it was a matter of we're going for broke here. We're we're gonna score a touchdown here, and we're gonna win this fucking game.
But you had, I don't think you had any timeouts left. You had 14 seconds. You got to get the first down. So you QB sneak it, right? Say you get the first down. So you QB sneak it, and
spike it.
And then you got to get set and spike it. That gives you what? Maybe time for one play if it's quick, and then a field goal. And then you got to hope that either it's a touchdown or you throw the ball out of bounds. Because if that clock's running, you're done. If you're going to be conservative about it, kick the damn field goal. I don't get it. This game, I feel like at the end of the season is going to come and bite Buffalo in the ass when it comes to seeding. And
probably.
I don't know. I don't understand that play call. Like, granted, yes, right. Okay, say you do make the play call, you kick the field goal, you go to OT, and you still lose the game. But at least you gave yourself a better shot. I just don't understand why you didn't kick that field goal. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's definitely that's a head scratcher.
Yeah,
that is a head scratcher.
I just wanted to go on a little rant on that one for a second there, but now we can look towards this week's games here.
Week 7.
My game of the week. Yeah. There's none.
Like, there's 0.
If I had to choose one, I'm gonna go Eagles and Raiders. With the Eagles coming into Allegiant Stadium, only because, like, the Raiders won last week, right? The Raiders 4-2.
Yeah.
I think, even with all the whole John Gruden fiasco, if you can you win and Philly comes into town, if you can beat Philly and go to 5-2, you're in a pretty good spot. I feel like it's a huge game for the Raiders. And they looked fantastic, even without Gruden. Like, holy shit, Derek Carr was slinging this ball. I feel like that's a really important game to keep your eye on this week. However, on the flip side of that, I think that Jalen Hurts might go off, dude. I just got that feeling. So,
well, it is a 3-point spread. So that might be the game. That might be the game.
The other one.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the other game I might want to keep an eye on is just because it's divisional. Bengals Ravens.
I was thinking about that one too. God, get out of my fucking head.
You got 4-2 against 5-1. Bengals are looking pretty good. This will be a really good test for both teams. I believe it's in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore. I definitely keep your eye on that one. That looks like a pretty freaking solid game to me.
So I have as my game of the week Chiefs and Titans.
I take the Chiefs.
Well, we'll get to predictions in a second, shithead. But my thing is, you're the Chiefs. You're 3-3. You're facing all this fucking backlash right now. You got to get back into that win column because the AFC West is not a division to fuck around in right now. So you can't sit there and say, "Well, I'm fucking Patrick Mahomes with the star-studded offense, and our defense is non-existent right now, but I could sling for 50 yards on my ass," type shit, So it's like, I want to say that one was probably my game of the week. You got to get back to that win column.
Sure.
You got to be.
Yep.
You got to come back and be over 500 again. Then you also have the Titans that are coming off of kind of a gimme, because of that quarterback sneak that should have been a field goal to take it to overtime, and who knows what would have happened after that. But you got Derrick Henry coming off of 130 plus yards with 3 touchdowns in 2 games, mind you, back to back. And so I don't know. I think that's gonna be a close game. I think honestly, in my opinion, that's gonna be closer than what the sportsbook has it predicted as. Where
I
is
agree.
it?
I agree.
It's a 5.5 fucking spread. I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna be that far apart. I don't think that's gonna be that big of a margin.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, with the Chiefs' defense, you've really, really got to contain Derrick Henry. I know that's, easier said than done,
Right.
but Tannehill is not looking like the Tannehill of the past. And I feel like if you can just get the run game under control, you can win that game.
But I mean, I agree. Don't get me wrong. However, in my whole humble, shitty opinion, it's kind of hard to say because Mahomes had a great game last week against Washington. Also, it was Washington, but their defense is still fairly good. I mean, he almost had 400 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but he had 2 picks. So, in my opinion, this year, Mahomes isn't exactly looking as like Mahomes from last year.
Well, no, obviously.
MVP caliber. Well, with that being said, like that's why I think it's kind of like this is kind of the game.
Right. And keep your fucking brother at home.
And your fiance.
And your mom.
Take her phone. Break it in half.
Yeah.
Just change your password and don't tell her. You want to get into predictions for next week?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. I love predictions. I feel like we need to keep a score of like how
I was
we're doing
thinking
on
about that
these.
the other day. I'm like, we need to keep a tally.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start now. Let me get this going real quick.
So, while you're doing that, the first game we're looking at is Thursday night, Broncos and Browns.
Okay.
I believe this one's a toss-up for me right now because you just got to wait and see who ends up playing for the Browns. But with that being said, even if like Baker does play, I'm kind of going to go Broncos on this one just because the Browns don't have a running game now. Nick Chubb's gone. Kareem Hunt's gone. You're banged up, and I'm going to go Broncos.
I'm going to back you on that one. I'm going to go Broncos as well.
Cool.
I just think Teddy Bridgewater. I don't really have anything else to add to that.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a who suits up for the Browns and who's healthy.
It's gonna be a what do,
what do, what do, a who do, and a why do, and a Mountain Dew.
Wagyu?
Baja Blast.
I want some Wagyu.
Did you just? Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I have a dirty mind. Dirty. Anyway,
Sir, I just hit my vape. You cannot make me laugh when I hit my vape. This shit hurts.
You're the one saying you wanted white goo.
No, I said Wagyu, the beef.
Dude, I swear to God, it sounded like you said you wanted white goo.
Oh, you're disgusting. Anyway, move on.
Okay. Hello. Next game, we have the Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. The Heineken's going to stay flat on this one for sure.
Yeah.
The line has Green Bay at 9.5. I probably have them by more than that.
15.
Yeah, Green Bay all the way on that one. Even though, and it's in Lambeau, so it's just icing on the cake. I
gotta go Green Bay.
Yeah. Next up, you got Chiefs Titans. They're in Tennessee. You got to prove something to me with the Titans here, man. If you can beat KC, I feel like you're kind of going to be turning your season around. I don't know, dude. I got to go with Derrick Henry. He's just like,
God damn it.
He's number 2 right now in my MVP race, hands down.
God damn it. We're gonna have the same predictions. I got the Titans too, just simply because the Chiefs' defense is still a fucking liability. Like, you can't base it off of the Washington game just because it's the Washington offense. They don't really have that much star-studded talent to turn heads, especially against the Chiefs. So
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is gonna fucking destroy Frank Clark. He's gonna fucking make him his little bitch. All right, so no, it's Titans by a million. Okay.
Yeah. On this one, I don't know. We might have a different take on this one. We got the Falcons and the Dolphins.
Falcons and Dolphins.
Yep, you're in Miami.
Dolphins.
Fuck you. You know what? Just for controversy, I'm gonna go Falcons.
Now, why would you risk your score like that?
Because the Dolphins just got embarrassed in London. Tua might still be trying to get his feet underneath him. Falcons coming off a bye week. Yeah, you know, I'll go Falcons.
Okay, I'll throw this at you too. Not only did they lose in that fashion and a walk-off kickoff in London, the Falcons also had a bye week. You're flying back from London.
Jet lag.
Easy. They're going to be flat. But I still think it's the Falcons. So I still think that the Dolphins come out. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game.
Oh, I agree.
I say, honestly, Dolphins by a field goal.
All right. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. That's our first one that we've just agreed on. We got the Jets and the Patriots. I'm going to go Patriots. And I'm really, really hoping that the Patriots kind of turn on the burners on this one because I'm taking a big risk in fantasy this week. I'm playing Damian, what's his face? Harris? Yeah, Damian Harris. And
Damian, what's his face?
Damian Harris. I was thinking of Damian Jones for whatever reason. But Damian Harris and Mac Jones. Just because Justin Herbert's
back on
yeah, Herbie. Herbie's on a bye week. And I was dumb, and my backup quarterback was Kirk Cousins, and the Vikings are also on a bye week. So that kind of hurt. But, yeah, so I picked up Mac Jones, rolling with the Big Mac, and if the Patriots win, I'm definitely going to go get myself a Big Mac.
Okay. I'm going to go Patriots as well. That one, just because it's the goddamn Jets. They're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
Yeah. I heard Zach Wilson still throw an interception during his bye week. I'm not too sure, but I think he still threw an interception.
I have 6 players on my bye week.
Oof.
Just want to point that one out.
Yeah. Panthers and Giants. I'm gonna go Panthers. They're gonna turn the ship in the right direction.
Easy.
They haven't won a game without Christian McCaffrey yet this year. Hopefully this is it because the Giants themselves are banged up. So this is your chance to keep hanging out in that division because the Saints are gonna be right there with the Bucs at the end of the year. I feel like so. You've really gotta win this one.
Yeah, I got the Panthers too. I just did they lose last week? I don't remember.
Yes, they lost
last week.
Panthers lost.
Nah, I think this is a turnaround.
Yeah, I agree.
It's definitely going to be a turnaround. They're also playing the Giants. Okay.
Yeah.
Need I say more?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to say
1
more.
and 5.
You're fine.
Really?
On to the next one. On to the next game. Bengals Ravens. It's divisional. I am for it. I'm gonna go with Joey B.
God damn you! Oh, I fucking hate you. Stop.
I'm going Joey B.
I'm gonna pick the Ravens just because we've agreed on everything so far,
except for one.
Dolphins and Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Ravens because they just had a really really good momentum shift. I would say after that win in LA against LA. No, I'm gonna take Ravens on that one.
Okay, it's divisional. It's gonna be a great game. I'm really
good,
excited for that one.
I hate trying to predict divisional games.
Oh, it's a bitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next game. We've already touched on it a little bit. Eagles and Raiders. I'm gonna go Raiders, but I think Jalen Hurts has a big game.
I gotta go Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles on that just because I don't think that the Raiders are there. I mean, granted they won last week, but I just don't. I don't think the Raiders are in it, especially at home right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Next up, we're gonna both agree on this one. Oh my god. Lions against Rams
Oh gee.
in SoFi.
Ho hum.
The Rams are favored by 15.
Holy shit!
That's gotta be the highest spread this season so far. I bet.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, that's gotta be the highest spread for sure.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say. Yeah.
Yep,
It's Rams all day.
I'm gonna go Rams. Yep.
Whose
Moving
house?
on.
Rams house. Yeah.
Moving on. I might be wrong on biggest spread of the season on the. Oh man, you got the Texans and the Cardinals in Arizona. The Cardinals are 17.5-point favorites.
Okay.
Oof.
It's a little different on the NFL app. I will say they are favored by 18.5.
Oh man.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I got Cardinals. Yeah.
You know what the predicted score for this game is?
What?
33-15 Cardinals.
Oh god. It'll be worse than that.
I think I'm gonna put like $10 down on this.
Try like 33-3. If
33-30?
Houston's 33-3.
Oh, I thought you said 33-30. I'm like,
No. Hell
what?
no. Hell no. If the Texans are lucky enough to
Like,
get into field goal range.
You really think that Mills is gonna throw for anything less than or anything more than 5 yards? Really? This is
man.
All
All right, moving on.
I kind of want to watch.
Moving
that game
on.
Principle.
Bears and Bucks.
Ugh.
Look, dude, you can be hyped on the Bears all you want. I know that you're with the Bears. Realistically, I don't think that they can hang with Brady.
Okay, well let me throw this at you. Last year when we played, was it last year or the year before? I don't remember. But everyone was like, "Yeah, the Bucks are going to win this game. They're going to rout the Bears. Da da da. You know, it's good. They're going to go into Chicago and just rip them apart." And then Nick Foles made Tom Brady his bitch. That made him confused on what down it was. So,
I remember that. He's like, "Wait, now it's fourth down." He's like, "No, bro, that was fourth down." I remember that.
Exactly. So that's like my thing. However, it's not Big Dick Nick at the helm. It's going to be Justin Fields. I don't believe that it's going to be a 12-point spread like
No, not at all.
Caesar Sportsbook has it as, but I got to go field goal Bucks.
I go Bucks.
They're playing in Tampa. That's the only thing.
I go Bucks, but they do not cover.
No way.
Yeah. And anyway, next up.
Oh, that hurts me. Every week I'm against the Bears. It hurts me every week.
Right. Next up, Colts Niners. Look.
Ooh.
Carson Wentz, like, he had a couple of fantastic. I wouldn't say revitalized. He only had 11 completions, but
I mean, how many passes?
He made a couple of good passes. He's taking steps. Is Trey Lance starting for the Niners?
I don't know. Jimmy G's listed as questionable.
I go Colts, dude.
I mean, yeah, regardless, I got Colts anyway, but I don't know. Actually, it kind of depends on if Jimmy G's starting or not.
True.
He's still listed.
I'm gonna go Colts.
He practiced on Monday. That was about it because they were talking about how this bye week is going to be beneficial for Jimmy G because he's going to have extra time off. It's not mandatory practice, whatever. So it's I don't know. I think Jimmy G might start over Trey Lance, maybe
if he's healthy.
I mean,
But
either way, I got the Colts.
yeah, I still got
It's
the
just
Colts.
that if
Yeah.
Jimmy G starts, it's just going to be a closer game. Like that's
Right.
yeah. So I got Colts.
Okay. Moving on. Monday Night Football. Saints and Seahawks.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, I'm a real boy.
Oh, wow,
Um,
those two different characters, but all right.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going Pinocchio or Mickey Mouse. But anyway,
Pinocchio Mouse.
Saints Seahawks in Seattle, Monday Night Football. I'm gonna go with the Saints because their defense is just gonna be too much for Geno Smith.
I want to agree with you, and also I want to give Geno Smith the benefit of the doubt that this would be like a backup or not backup, bounce back game. I want to say that, but also I'm not an idiot. So, well, I'm an idiot, but I'm not blind. So I'm gonna go with the Saints as well on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, Saints.
definitely. And on a bye week we have the Bills, the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Steelers, the Chargers, and the Jags. So 6 teams on a bye week this week. Holy shit!
Wow. Yeah, because I got 6 players on my fantasy team. They're all on a bye week that I have to make some very difficult decisions for to set my lineup.
Yeah. So interesting week. I don't think there will be any any significant changes in how the league is gonna shape out, give or take maybe like 1 game or 2.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be your pretty standard week of football on this one. Nothing's really kind of jumping out of me right now. So
Nope, not really. It's honestly same. I mean, the biggest the biggest kind of like controversies, I guess, lack of a better phrase, that you could see, maybe not controversies, but like talking points, would probably be like the Chiefs Titans game, honestly. Just because you got two star-studded offenses with struggling quarterbacks and non-existent defenses. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yep. So those
By the way, Braves are up
predictions.
5-2. I just want to say that.
Go Braves! Since you just brought that up, I guess we can touch on some baseball here. Look.
Oh, yeah,
Look,
gladly.
the Red Sox are gonna win. They're gonna win.
Well,
unfortunately,
they're up 2 games to 1 right
my ALDS was 2 different teams that I wanted to happen. But I'd rather have the Red Sox in there than the Yankees, so I'm all for that. And especially because I hate the Astros. The only reason I would want the Astros to win is just so Zach Greinke can get a ring. But
now. No, fuck that Greinke.
The bads don't outweigh the goods on that one, and I don't want the Astros to ever win a ring ever again.
So, with that being said, considering Boston is now up 2 games to 1, game 4 is starting to now-ish. They're in warm-up.
To now.
Dude, the Red Sox making postseason history with 3 grand slams in 2 games.
Oh man, those grannies! Let me tell you.
I was at work when the second grand slam of game 3 happened, and I was sitting there and I saw that ball hop off of, I forgot who hit its bat. Hold on.
The second grand slam was that Rafael Divers.
Defers or something.
Defers, yeah. The first one was JD Martinez.
Rafael Devers.
Yeah, the first one was JD Martinez.
JD Martinez. Devin. Once I saw that pop off his bat, I was like, "Oh, that's gone. That's down the line. That's over the wall. That's gone."
Yeah. And then as far as the National League goes, being from Arizona and a diehard Diamondbacks fan, I can't root for the Dodgers no matter what the situation is. So go Braves.
Yeah, right now Braves are up 5-2, top of the 6th, and leading the series 2 games to none right now. Mind you, at the beginning of this game, beginning of the podcast, the Dodgers were up 2-0, so the Braves have scored 5 unanswered.
Nice.
So I don't think that I know that the Dodgers are not going to go down with the sweep. They're not going to lose 3 at home. So I think, in my whole humble, honest, non-professional opinion, the Dodgers will lose this game, go down 3-1. They'll win tomorrow, and then the next day they'll lose at
As
home.
long as they lose.
As long as they lose, I don't really give a shit.
As
But
long as
honestly,
they lose.
I think the Astros might tie it up today. Just gonna say that.
I hope not.
I think this series is gonna go 7 games.
I hope not. But anyway, yep.
That's all I got. I got some hockey to watch, sir.
Yep. So that's all we got this week, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, talk to us.
Don't matter.
Talk to us. Maybe we might even have you on the show. Call us out, hit us up, jump into our DMs, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So we thank you guys for hanging out and listening, and we hope you all have a fantastic week. It's finally starting to get a little chilly. I'm excited. I'm ready for some sweater weather. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next week, and have a good one.
Bye.